Love, Pride. Proudly presented by Pet Food Express and Broadway San Jose.
Welcome back to Hope, Love, and Pride on CBS Bay Area, your legacy community station, celebrating more than 7 decades in television and a legacy of telling your stories. LGBTQ+ stories, from activism, surviving the HIV/AIDS crisis, to all the wins along the way. You know, the pride flag is a symbol of all of the achievements and all of the people whose lives depend on allies to get on board. The rainbow flag is flying high all over the Bay, including the San Francisco County Jail in San Bruno. This is the 3rd year the Sheriff's Department there raised the flag. Then in San Jose, the police department marked its 5th annual Pride flag raising ceremony. SJPD was the first major department around the country to start this tradition. One sergeant said this gesture to her represents acceptance by her employer, and then extending to that by her community. And in her career, it hasn't always been that easy. Listen.
My career actually in uniform started in the United States Navy in 1990. During that time, they asked you if you were homosexual, and it was a disqualifying event if you were. If you were not out yet and came out while you were serving, you had to lie and had to hide. I was personally targeted, sought out, and investigated for being a lesbian. I survived the awful gay ban of the 1990s, and then don't ask, don't tell. During my 30-year career in the Navy, I spent 21 of those years having to be inauthentic. I could not talk about my life, I couldn't talk about my partner, my family, or anything about who I really was.
Sergeant Tina, we see and celebrate you. We love you. Thank you so much for your service and your truth. We, of course, know that Don't Ask, Don't Tell has been repealed. And when President Biden took office, he reversed former President Donald Trump's ban on transgender service members. But even so, some top leaders at the Pentagon say the growing number of anti-LGBTQ+ laws may be threatening service members and their families. Here's how. They brought up a 2020 poll showing that 20% of people between the ages of 17 and 23, which is a key demographic for military recruiting, 20% identify as LGBTQ+. And they said without proper protections, the military could alienate potential recruits, people who want to serve our country. Well, let's talk about this story. More than 10 years ago, a Moraga teen who wore a Boy Scouts uniform made national headlines, denied an Eagle Scout over sexuality. Sharon Chin shows you where Rye Andreasen is today.
Rye Andreasen looks back in the rearview mirror of life on a painful journey.
Gosh, it's so emotional because that was such a different place I was in back then.
Ryan Andreasen made nationwide headlines in 2012. Despite nearly 500,000 petition signatures, the Moraga 17-year-old was denied the Boy Scouts' highest honor because he was gay.
Getting my Eagle Award taken is totally devastating. Hearing that it's happening to other Scouts is also totally devastating.
More than a decade later, Ryan, now known as Rye, returned to the Eagle Scout project.
Well, first of all, it's amazing that it's still standing here.
A wall of tolerance the teen created with friends at Joaquin Moraga Intermediate School.
That was a really hard time. So to have a wall like this up on the school where so much harassment had happened. I mean, I got beat up in that bathroom right there, and it's just now this is here for them all to see. That is absolutely amazing.
Today, the printing is faded, the words are not.
Be the change that you want to see, you know, peace, respect, be true to you.
Messages Rye wished Ryan, the teenager, could have heard more in school and Scouts.
It really just kind of solidified the way that I felt as a lower class, a member of society that didn't deserve the same as others deserved. They did probably my favorite article out of all of them.
And the media spotlight didn't make it easier.
To go onto the national platform the way I did so early, I certainly also received a lot of hate in addition to all the praise I was receiving. This is my uniform.
But today, Rye shares the experience produces resilience. The San Francisco resident is more confident, embracing they and them pronouns and wearing nail polish and earrings as they reminisce with their sister Alyssa, one of their main pillars of strength.
Really talking with people that believe believed in me, and strengthening those connections really helped me find the power in myself to be myself.
Rye marvels at the recognition from the city and state assembly back then.
And then, oh my gosh, I also have this.
But there's one memento Rye still keeps on their desk.
This was on my dressing room at the Ellen show.
It's an empowering reminder of Rye's contribution that helped overturn the gay ban in scouting.
It's easy to look back and remember how insecure and how sad I was, but it had an impact, and I never would have expected anyone to listen to someone like me, but they did.
Now Rye encourages young people who feel different and alone.
So just hang in there, because really you are so beautiful for all of your imperfections.
Rye hopes sharing their story can help others steer confidently into their own future, strengthened by the pain of the past.
And guess what? Rye is here right now. It's got to be surreal. You see the parade here behind you. You see your story. And now 10 years. How has life treated you in the last 10 years, my friend?
Oh, gosh. Things have changed so much in my life. Back when the Eagle Project was going on, and the few years before that, we talked earlier in the show today about Proposition 8, about DOMA. These things were all going on when I was just figuring out my identity.
You were a kid watching them play out on the headlines.
I was. There were signs on my family's front yard for yes and Proposition 8. It was all over the neighborhood, and my very identity was just being questioned politically by everyone. And I was so insecure and scared, and really didn't think that anyone would listen to me. And when that petition went so viral so quickly, and I got so much attention and so much love, it really changed the way that I viewed myself, and how much growth I've had today is just, it feels so special, and I'm so happy to be in a place like San Francisco.
Are you saying that allies can save lives? Like when there's opposition and an ally says, no, wait a minute, I'm going to be one who's going to stand up and I'm going to advocate for somebody else. Are you saying that can be life-saving?
Oh, definitely. I think the allies in my life, especially as a child, were few and far between, but they made such a big difference in my life. There were a few teachers in middle school that had taken me behind their wing, knowing that I was a weird, introverted kid that I...
Translation, beautiful, perfect.
Non-binary. People like that, you know, they really had saved my life. I don't think I would be here talking today if it weren't for them.
I love that. So for teachers out there who have a young one in the classroom, and you know, your intuition says this one needs a little extra love, what do you say to those teachers?
Oh, keep doing what you're doing. I couldn't tell those teachers at the time how much they meant to me. And if they're watching today, you mean so much to me, and I owe the world to you. I really hope that they keep advocating for the kids that are bullied and that are misfits and that don't feel like they belong, because they really need you.
There's a poem out there, and I don't know all of the words, but if you Google it, it might be meaningful as we have this conversation. Just Google the words, "Here's to the kids who are different." That poem saved my life when I was a kid, and a teacher gave me that poem. I also know the story of a teacher in rural Utah, an art teacher, Christy King, who saved my husband's life. Just by being loved, just by saying, I'm going to close the classroom doors and just let you draw. I'm just going to let you create in my space that doesn't feel safe. Why do we need to now pass that forward now that we're all grown up? I'm a little older than you, but now that we're grown up, why pass it forward and keep it going?
Yeah, well, it always feels like, there's been progress over time, and of course some of that's being rolled back right now, but overall, things have been improving for us, but there's always going to be kids that are picked on and bullied and not fitting in, or not having friends, or feeling like an outsider like I did. And as a kid, you take that really personally, and it's not really until you grow up and find confidence in yourself and find your own people that you're really able to embrace that and make that your own and feel proud of yourself. So to have people telling you that it's okay early on is really, really important.
Your sister's name? Tell me your sister's name.
My sister's Alyssa. I have two sisters. The other one is Grace.
Alyssa and Grace.
And Alyssa was on the segment with me because Alyssa lives here in California. And they've always been some of my biggest supporters.
It's what I think a lot of people don't understand. For the gay child or the child who's non-binary, trans, anyone on that spectrum, you often feel like in a family that you're on the outside looking in. You're watching everybody else have that experience, and you don't feel like you're a part of that experience, despite the best efforts of families to draw circles of love around their kids. How do families bridge that gap so that the child that feels like the other doesn't feel like the other? How has your sister done it?
Gosh, that's a challenging question. I think my sister and I were only 2 years apart, and she was younger than me, and we grew up very close together. And so I think she just knew me and understood me in such a way that there was no identity that I could have, no harmless identity that she would ever not be okay with. So she just loved me unconditionally from the beginning.
I always tell my kids, I will never not love you. And that's so important, right? I will never not love you. I'm so proud. 10 years later, still leading the way. All right, so let's go out live right now and show you the love down on the street level. Still ahead, my co-host for the second hour of Hope, Love, and Pride, Brianna Sinclair, who recently was brave, sang the national anthem at Oracle Park. And the story of another trans trailblazer making headlines in the Miss San Francisco pageant. Hey, here's another way that you can celebrate Pride. Look at this colorful display of flowers. Check it out. It is at the San Francisco Mint. You're watching Hope, Love, Pride. We'll be right back.